Hi there, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is David. I work here at the Anita Purves Nature Center for the Urbana Park District.
And my name is Karen, and I work at the Lincoln Square store called the Idea Store.
That's right, and we're here today because America Recycles Day is coming up on November 15th is America Recycles Day. Hey, Karen, what do you have for us?
Well, and I wanted to say to David, thank you very much for wearing a mask, because you need to wear a mask in the Idea Store and also here at the Anita Purves Center. So thanks a lot.
Of course, and thank you as well.
Okay, so here's the kit that you can come pick up. It's enclosed in a really nice plastic bag that you can reuse, and it generally says CD animals. So in this kit, let's just dump it out.
I love it. This is how a kid's gonna dump it out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, there's one page that looks like instructions, and it's entitled Making Animals from Old Used CDs and Fun Idea Store Items. Okay,
So
let's
here's our old CDs.
Yeah, let's separate them out. Here's some fuzzy things. Here's two little containers. Let's see. One is buttons and one is sequences.
Construction paper looks like, all different colors.
Oh,
You know, I'm seeing all kinds of ideas already pop out at me that some of these different items could be used creatively, either for decoration or for animal body parts.
the directions are really good. They will tell you to empty your kit, separate everything out, and then they even give you a whole bunch of ideas of land-based animals, air-based animals, water-based animals, and maybe even some insects.
I happen to love insects and bugs.
It says I'd start sketching out an idea. Do you
That's-
have an idea?
That's perfect. You know, I was thinking about this, and even though I've got lots of ideas running through my head, I'm thinking that I could see an owl in one of these CDs. And you know, we have eastern screech owls here at the
That's
Nature
right.
Center, so maybe I could do a little mascot of one of our owls. But I love that you have all these different ideas of different sorts of animals we might be able to make, because you could go in a lot of different directions with this.
That's right. And the second thing is,
Yes.
is that even though we supply you with a lot of reusable items that we have gotten donated at the Idea Store, you will need 3 supplies. One is a pencil, one is a glue stick, or maybe even Elmer glue type glue,
Some kind of glue.
and the third thing is a pair of scissors, because you'll want to cut out items from the construction paper.
So these are the things that I brought from home that I'm going to supply in addition to these kit items.
So if you were going to do an owl, you would have to start thinking about what kind of stuff that you might put on this owl. But you know
Yeah.
what, David? I have to go back to work. So I'm going to let you create your animal all by yourself.
Okay, well,
After we thought about it. And here you can even have these directions.
this will be really helpful for me, Karen. Thank you so much. I think I'll be able to handle this, and I really appreciate you helping me come up with some ideas and supplying this wonderful kit, because, you know, I could do a couple of different animals, I bet, even with this. And, you know, I have lots of supplies at my house that I could even, if I wanted to add some extra decorations or do a second one, I think I could bring together some things and keep doing this even.
That's right. You could make an owl one time, you could make a frog another time, you could even make a whale or a shark using some of these supplies. But you could also come back to the Idea Store, and you could find supplies and gadgets and doodads and all sorts of things there that might help you build more animals. But what I wanted to do is say goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, kids, for coming to pick up a kit, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the Anita Purves Center, out in Busey Woods, and maybe even a stop by the Idea Store. Bye!
That's right. Well, let's get to work. And I'm going to decide what color maybe do I want my wings or my ears or feather tufts for my owl to be. You know, eastern screech owls, they often have little tufts of feathers that will stand up on their head to help them to camouflage. So I think I want to give them some little feather tufts to stand up on their head. So I'll start with my pencil here, and I think I'm going to trace around my CD. And you know, you could have a different way of starting this off. Maybe you would want to just start cutting out some of your animal's body parts and start thinking about how you might use some of these other items. Maybe you're thinking, you know, I could possibly use these clothespins as feet to help it stand up. Maybe I could add little talons onto the end there. Maybe some of my puffballs could serve as eyes, or some of my little doodads. I know I also have these sequins and buttons that might be good to help me decorate and give my owl some feathers. Let's take a look and see what these sequins look like. Oh yeah. Okay, those I think might make really nice decorations. That would make really great scales too. If I were making like a reptile, maybe a turtle would be a good option. We're gonna stick with an owl, so I'll pretend these are feathers. So maybe I'll sketch out some of my feather tufts here, how I'll think those will look on my owl. Maybe some triangles. How will the wings look? Maybe I'll cut out scissors here and cut out a couple of my wings. A couple of owl wings ready to go there. Let's see, maybe I'll make a different color for the feather tufts. Alright, so let's see. Maybe I'll glue those onto the back so they stick up like that. Let's see, what else do I need? I need some eyes. My eyes. Alright, let's start to glue a few things maybe. I'll need to do a beak for this owl too, because right now it looks kind of like a pig with that circle in the nose. We'll fix that. Get some glue on my wings. There we go. Looks like he's got googly eyes right now. Put some glue on here, and I'm trying to put my papers kind of on the back side of where my front of my owl will be. That way it looks a little more natural. Those pink ears, I think, are what's making me look kind of piggy. I need to do a beak, I think. So let's see, my beak. What do you think? What color should I use? I like yellow. And I'll make a nice long beak, because owls, they need a nice long sharp beak to help them with their prey. Because they're predators, so they're going to be hunting things. And they're going to need a nice long beak to help them tear at their meat. Let's get that on there. Circles for my eyes, and I know the paper will glue down well. Make a better circle. Let's draw some. Big eyes. Owls have very big eyes, so this will be good because I can make the eyes nice and big. Alright, so now I've got my beak attached here. You can see I've got my two eyes cut out of paper so they would stick to my CD, and then I can glue on some pupils to my eyes. I think I might use, let's see, maybe some buttons. My owl's starting to come together now. What's he missing? What's she missing? Let's see, I've got eyes, feather tufts, wings, beak. This owl needs some feet, doesn't it? If I attach my clothespins as legs, I wonder if my owl will stand on its own. Let's see. There we go. I think you need some feet too, though. So I'd like to cut some feet out of here. I've got my little owl feet here. I need to attach them somehow. I think I'll fold them like this. little folds for my feet. So there's an edge that I can glue on here. There's my long-legged owl. Looks like maybe his legs look very long, so, I think maybe owls, they often have feathers, tufted feathers, that are kind of covering their legs. Helps keep them nice and warm, too. I think I'll use my puffballs as kind of little feather tufts to go on those legs. There we go. That's looking pretty good. That'll all be nice and warm. And if I wanted to, go ahead and start adding some sequins on here too, to act as feathers for my owl. See if they'll stick on the CD here. Oh yeah, there we go. Put a lot of glue on the CD. Start adding some sequins. I think that's one fancy looking owl right there. If I wanted to, I might cut out some more pieces of paper. I might use some more of my sequins here to really fill out those feathers. I could even draw some feathers on the ears or on the wings if I wanted to add a little bit more detail. Here we go. My owl's really coming together. You can see, using all of these creative reuse items from the idea store, I've still got some left over too that I could use for another project, or I could add some additional decorations onto my owl. I've been able to make a fun animal here out of different crafty items that were recycled, or reused rather, by being taken to the idea store, and now I can use them to make a project. I might put this up on my desk and I'll have myself a little owl friend for the foreseeable future. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me for this fun crafty afternoon, crafternoon if you will. I'm David from the Anita Purves Nature Center, here with the Urbana Park District. Come on by during America Recycles Day. During the week of America Recycles Day, we will be giving away free activity kits provided by the Idea Store and also collecting hard-to-recycle items here at Anita Purves Nature Center. When you come by our building, just ask for an Idea Store kit, and we'll be happy to give you one while supplies last. These are going to be first come, first serve, so get out here early during the week of November 15th through 20th to pick up your free craft activity kit from the Idea Store. Thanks everyone. Have a good one. Bye.